Good morning. Woo! I got crazy hair going on. I'm gonna see if I can. Oh, I forgot. Can you hear me? Forgot I have my headphones in. Kind of. Okay, maybe that will work. It says we're live. Are we live? Happy Halloween, everyone. Today is Wednesday, October 31st. Happy Halloween. I've got crazy hair going on. Our guest today is Jaimie Fox, and I'm so excited because not only is she a fantastic psychic medium, she is also my soul sister. I am blessed and beyond. Hello, Lydia. Hello, Patty. Good morning, everybody. I am blessed that Spirit has brought her into my life. She is an incredible human being. Hello, Sue, Sarah, Ben. You guys, good morning. Hello, Brad. Thank you for the thumbs up. Hello, Drew. Hello, Sarah, Terry. Good morning. Happy Halloween, you guys. I got my Halloween mom look going on this morning. I got my cup of joe. Hope everybody driving. Hello, Patty. Patty's driving. I hope everybody has their coffee. We're going to have a little chat today here on Happy Halloween. So, you guys hit that like button, hit that share button, share this out to your group, to like-minded people. It's Halloween fun. Thank you guys for joining. I know you could be watching anything else and doing anything else, but I'm glad you are here. So we're going to invite Jaimie, and let's see. We're adding. Oh, Jaimie, make sure your phone is flipped. Oh, yep, she's got it.
I'm like,
She's like, what is happening?
This is really close.
Yeah, you gotta flip it that way. I meant to tell you. Hello, Susie. Jaimie, hello and welcome. She's like, let me get in the center of this.
Yeah, let's just figure this out because this is really close to my face.
I forgot to tell you we had to flip the camera that way.
Okay.
All good in the hood. Thank you for joining. I'm so glad you're my guest on this spooky, I like how Susie goes, happy spooky day. Happy Halloween.
I can't see any comments. Let me just pull it up on my...
Perfect. So if you guys don't know, Jaimie has kind of been part of my page since, hot dog, first of the year. I wanted to say first of the year. And she has been relocating, and from her hometown that she was born and raised in, all the way to now Nashville, Tennessee. So she's kind of been out of the loop. That's why we haven't seen Jaimie. If you guys follow her page, Divine Alignment, she's also been a little bit out of the loop, and she is back. And she has had another awakening. And
sure did.
I love when we go, as Jane, for the past couple of months, we haven't got to talk that much. She's kind of been doing her own thing, and everybody's on their spiritual journey and at different points. And Jaimie had a huge awakening about 5 years ago. She talked a little bit about it on Janita's page, a little bit here, a little bit on her own page, and she had another awakening, and she has expanded even more. Jaimie, why don't you talk a little bit about what you've experienced?
The most recent one, or from...
Let's do the most recent.
So, and you can help me fill in the blanks because I am still tired and I feel I have a cold coming, so I'm a little cloudy. But so as Tanya had said, I literally in 30 days moved my whole life from a place I grew up for 35 years to a whole new state 14 hours away. So it was a little bit crazy. Besides the human part of it, I was also, it felt like spiritually uprooted and kind of all over the place. And I somehow spun myself into this web of protection and like distance is the best way I can explain it. And Tanya, of course, saw it in my energy, and we walked through some stuff and came out very much on the other side, a place I didn't even know existed. And I started to channel deeper, and Krishna actually stepped into my energy and showed me a whole new way of channeling, and handed me step by step this this ancient, super ancient, but new to us here in 2018 healing method, the diamond white fire. So I'm trying to sort that out and put it down on paper so I can, keep passing it along, because I can't keep it a secret. It's not mine. It's the, ancestral way of healing, deep, deep back into the root of the beginning of time, pretty much. So does that answer your question? What else do you want me to say?
No, I think it's fantastic because so many people, you guys, and everybody, hello, good morning to everybody who's popping on here, have, sorry, spirits distracted me. They go, what is that? When you get your DNA and you get your, your swab with your, test, everyone's like, where's my lineage? Where is that? And, you go back with this new healing that Jaimie has also received that, I talked about it in one of my videos, the ones I'm doing something different than Jaimie, but along the same lines. This is not, and if you guys don't believe this, that's, I can only tell you what we see and what we experience. We have been here multiple lifetimes before. And instead of just healing this life, we got this piece. We heal and we go all the way back into your lineage from when, as Jaimie had said, you first stepped into human form, when you stepped into this circle of this earth. And it's funny because Spirit's bringing me all the way to other planes. There's so many gifts that are locked away in your DNA. Hello, Janita. That are locked away in your DNA, in your lineage. And when you activate those and you pull those out and you ignite them, you get this whole piece of the pie. So Jaimie's, I'm getting distracted.
As we do when we chat with each other all day long.
Exactly. They keep going transcribe. As she has been giving the sacred tool of healing, this helps activate all parts of your lineage and stuff that slow down that you're really wanting to accomplish. And it was very foreign. It's the same thing as people is everybody talks about. Oh, I'm trying to communicate with talk with my spirit guide. I'm trying to do this. Jaimie had to step in a state of trust and say, Krishna is standing in front of me. Yep, this is what okay. They're giving me these directions. I've never heard of this. I have to lean into a state of trust. So many of you guys who work with us, who follow Jaimie's page, who ask, how do I trust? You have to lean into it, and it has to feel right. Go ahead, shoot.
So I sprinkle a little humor and stuff because I hear things funny, so they go balls to the walls and just do it. Like, there is no wrong. There is no, well, I shouldn't say that, but when you know that you're with a high level and you can feel the vibration, that it's different than a loved one or something that's negative, you can feel it. It's like, the best way I can describe it is like the ringing that you get in your ears, but you can feel that through your body. That's the high level vibration of, say, someone like Krishna, or even, well, whatever. You go into it and you just trust, get all the information, hear what they're saying, and then you can go and look it up and see, because I couldn't make up half the stuff that I heard, and felt from them, from him, and also Lakshmi. They kind of come in and intertwine with each other. I didn't mention that, and it's not blind faith, it's wholehearted trust is the best way I can explain that. And like, so when you're channeling, say, a dead person, a spirit of loved one, someone sitting in front of you, they can validate all this information for you. The real trust comes in when someone can't, and you just blurt it out and say what you have, what you hear, what you feel, what you taste, what you smell. And that's, for me, that's what trust is for me. It's literally stepping into it, into whatever it is that you're supposed to be channeling or communicating with, whoever it is, and just trust, that it's, they keep saying like, how do you know a pot's hot? You have to touch it.
Right.
And then, oh, it's hot. Or, oh, it's not. It's the same thing. You got to like fully go in with the intention to figure it out. I don't know if that even makes sense to what you just said, but that's.
No, it does, and you have to fill into it. And I talked about this. Hello, Nicole, Michelle. Hello, Christy. And if you guys watch, and I tell you guys, expand your horizons, watch other spirit communicators. There are so many people who are channeling these new to us beings. And everyone's like, everyone kind of turns their head and looks sideways, and I don't know what that means, and I don't know why they're channeling this whole thing, and everybody thinks channeling is this, I'm going to be taken over by my body. So that's my Halloween. That's my Halloween right there. Everybody thinks of the old school, the old way of channeling. When you have a conversation with somebody and you're like, wow, that came out of nowhere, and they go, thank you so much, I needed to hear that. Boom, you are channeling. You are a conduct of light. You're a conductor of light. That is it. It is not somebody stepped into my body, I'm taking over, I'm this mummy that walks around. That's the old way of thinking. Do it.
So, and I'm glad you said that. And part of this new way of channeling, which is not, but it's new to me, that they've taught me, is, it's funny because like you just said that, they don't always, all of a sudden you whip into some and your voice goes, and that's I'm not going to take that away. That's some people that happens. That's a thing. So some of you have seen me do readings, and what I used to do is allow a spirit to kind of step into my energy. And then I would let them use my voice, come out of it, and I don't remember because I let them talk, and then we finished the reading. How I've been instructed to, see, I'm going to do this, and I could feel myself shifting, so let's try to stay here. So Krishna asks me to step into his energy. So it's like if this is him, I'm stepping in the way I used to let spirit step into me. And then he puts my hands in certain positions, and I know, so I get like chills and I do that. So let's just stay here. But that's, and then now I'm conducting this healing through what he and Lakshmi are showing me how to do it. So the dramatics and the theatrics part of channeling, is that real? Sure. If that's how it comes to, it doesn't come to me like that.
But I also want to ask that when you guys are talking to an actor or an actress, do they, like in life, do people come in and go, ta-da, like, hello? I'm just saying.
Some people do. Some people are dramatic.
And most of the things, they're trying to communicate a message of love. And they're not coming in being like, hello, I've got, jazz hands and I'm coming in. Like, the message is about love. And as long as you're channeling love and light, yes, it may come in a little over the top, but spirit also knows that if you're coming in hot, over the top and a little okay, the message is never going to be heard.
Right.
I don't even know the statistic, and I don't want to act like, I do because I don't have it pulled in front of me, but in the first, 3 to 5 seconds, you guys place judgment, and we all place judgment on, somebody as they look. So spirit knows that, and their message is trying to come in about love and light and how we need to affect the planet and infuse more healing because we're destroying our planet. So I feel like sometimes when they come in and it's like over the top, people don't take that, and spirit knows that. Sometimes everybody puts a little bit of too much around this, and it makes it just
Yeah, and I'm glad you said that, because I know we've talked many times at great lengths about this. And I had a conversation with another medium the other day. I know that mine and your mission not only is to activate and ignite and, help aid the development of spirituality here on Earth, but it's also to shift the way we see and perceive channeling, mediumship, psychic, whatever's, intuition, empathic, states of being. It's to shift that to it's funny because they just shot me back to like Egypt, and they're like, we didn't come in here flailing around and get all crazy. This is what we do. This is what we did, right? And it was as normal as a conversation, our connection to our source, our consciousness, and they go telepathic communication. That's not abnormal. What's abnormal is the human version of that. Bingo. And I have such chills saying this. Like, I really take my mission to present an authentic style of mediumship. And maybe one day they'll give me a different word for it, because I would love to not call it that, because it's so much more than what mediumship is. Talking to spirit loved ones, it's talking to spirit loved ones and all the levels above and all possibly the levels below, whatever the message needs to get across, and doing it with the skin of a normal person.
Right.
Which I think is, I mean, if I had purple hair and crystals all around, great, that's who I am. I love it, but I'm not. I'm a normal human being that I like to work out. I take very good care of my nutrition, but I also channel high-level beings, loved ones, and otherwise, ...
I love that. And hello, Sue from Australia. Hello, everybody clicking in.
So I can't see everyone's comments, so hi to everyone. I'm sorry if I don't mean to ignore everyone. It's because it's turned, so yeah. Anyway.
So energy comes through us, as Jaimie said, from our past loved ones, from high above, from masters, from so on and so on. And we have energy points. We're made up of energy, and we feel it. We have human responses. Say it again. That's fascinating. Spirit saying, on how you deliver the message and the words and the energy that comes through you is what impacts and changes the world. There has been, and it's funny, we're doing this on Halloween because the witches were burned at the stake for doing this, and so many people have taken what we do, and as many of you guys here as light workers and mediums and spirit communicators and channelers and healers, and they take this and throw us back into that frame. And it's funny because I was in the Halloween store and they had like a gypsy ball and hocus pocus, and they think of this, and a full circle here if everybody's with me. They think of this as a game, as something that we're talking, and we're doing a cat seance, and we're killing cats, and we're doing all this crap as witches. And they take this piece at Halloween, and what we do all year long, day in and day out. And they take this holiday, and then they go foof it up. But we are in a time now where people, if you listen to NDE radio, and people may ask, what is NDE radio? Near-death experience radios. And there's surgeons, and there's brain surgeons, and there's doctors, and there's lawyers. And these people that you would think having experiences with death and saying, you know what, we need to take a second look on this, because there is life after death. There is something beyond. There is I mean, and so much, of NASA, and there's so much that's not being talked about, and there's so much like we need to talk about this. Now all of a sudden people are having experiences, and then they reach out to spirit communicators and say, okay, and they go to something that they want to feel because they want to understand, they want to know what is happening. And the clearest you can be with that channel, so you can get your message heard, not only through the spiritual community, and there's other light workers talking about this, but through people who are new to this, your message becomes that more strong. I would say vibrant is the best way I can describe. They're showing me. Go ahead, you're getting something because you're writing. What do you get?
No, because while you were talking, I was hearing when you were, I believe, when you were saying about the witches and the, being burned at the stake and the Halloween and this and that. I hear it all the time, and I heard it loud and clear. The way to shift that is to go through the timeline and heal every death that you experience for being accused of something that was not normal or not in alignment with what whoever they think is appropriate, right? If that makes sense. I also heard, as you were speaking, and I'm not sure now when it was, because I kind of went off somewhere else, but, oh, that's right. Thank you, because I just brought it back. So there's a lot of light workers being turned on right now in various different ways, whether they're communicating verbally and getting the message out, or they're doing healing, or they're just holding space for people to share and feel love. It's because the earth, and I don't want to say this and scare anyone, but I've got the message too many times. The earth is in a time crunch. So all of these masters, all of these, beings of light are coming in to help us. And we're being, by people here on earth, feet on the earth, we're being led by fear of that when we should be led by love and trust in that, because and like you said, there's life after death, but there's also life before life, and that's something that we need to also understand, that this isn't ours. This is an experience that literally God, spirit, the entities that we don't see with our eyeballs, right, are a part of. And it's something that we need to talk candidly about. And it's not, whatever, they give place judgment. It's like, oh, cool, that's what you do. I don't judge you because you're a doctor. Don't judge me because I speak to spirit, which is something, and I just figured this out the other day. Like, haha, I figured it out, right? I moved to the South, and I moved to the South from a place where, New Jersey, I mean, there's so many different people doing so many different things, and no one really bats an eye unless there's a few people, but I'm in the South. I'm in the literally Bible Belt of the country, and I found myself when I was first here, like, not really saying what I do, because I got nervous that, the churchgoers and they would kind of be like, oh, you're doing Satan's work, this and that. And I'm like, finally the other day, I'm like, whatever. This is what I do. This is who I am. If you don't like it, if you don't appreciate it, and it doesn't align with you, that's fine. We don't need to go further today. Maybe that's cold, maybe that's hard, but I'm at a point in my life where you're either going to rise collectively or we're not. And I'm on the other side of let's rise together, right, and do what we do. Because at the end of the day, whether I'm speaking to spirit or you're healing, it's the same thing.
Yep. And every single person who is watching this or watching this on the replay, you were picked to be here on this time on earth. And everybody knows this, but if you are feeling drawn to watching this page, watching this video, you have a big mission. You are here to raise the vibration of the planet. You are here to channel light and love. You know it, or you wouldn't be here. So everybody has a mission, and as Jaimie said, so many people are being awake, but also remembering who they are.
Oh,
Remembering who they are.
that's a huge thing that
It's just not this life, one life,
right.
you're done, it's over. Like, you're remembering. Like, so many people's like, oh, I realize I had past lives, I've seen dreams, I've done this. You are awakening in a beautiful way, and you're transforming to help raise every single person that you come in contact with through love and light.
Right.
So I love when we, hit the skeptics, and we hit the people opening up to their spirituality, or people that have been on this journey for years. I love that people come in and they go, you know what? I'd like to share a message. I'd like to tune in and listen to this. I'd like to support this, because I'm having the same experiences. Because if you're watching this, somebody else is having it too.
Right.
And the definitely not slow down, not talking about it that way. That's why they say the old way of it is coming down. People want to know, you know what happens afterwards. So many people go to me and say, I want to know a message from my loved one. And then there's another half that go, you know what, I want to go a little bit further. I want to go a little bit further. I want to have a message from the masters. I want a message from Jesus, from Krishna, from blah, 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 name it, then they just go a little bit deeper, because then you have that curiosity point. We're all kind of humans where, we came here forgetting, having to learn. There's a whole heady other conversation. We could go into that, but we won't do that today.
Tune in for episode 2. No.
Yeah, that's a whole other question. We're going to go into that later. But asking the question why, wanting healings done, wanting deep DNA activations. I did that with Jaimie, where we do, Spirit has blessed me with altering and activating parts of your DNA. And I don't do it. You guys know that. I, channel the light and the energy. But there's lots of things that are coming in, because this is the time. This is the time we need it. Everybody's been asking. And I will tell you, I had a reading yesterday. You ask, Spirit will deliver. So
she knows I'm so much about that, and I will always nail her, because I'm like, be extremely specific.
Or don't, and be ready for the outcome, which was my client yesterday.
And totally, I mean, I have a great example. I'll share it when you go and share your story, but of real life human stuff.
This was just my client. I told her she was the epiphany. I mean, she was like the pinpoint of what I said. Is her and her husband said to the universe, we want something great. Didn't say location, didn't say anything, left to the universe, and it delivered. And I said, now you have to lean into trust, because you asked and the universe delivered.
Yep. Okay. So here's a great example of being a real human, but also having a very high spirit connection, right? So back to me moving here, right? So I lived in a house, and I loved my house. I loved my property. I loved everything about it. What I hated about it was the closets. I hated my closets. And I kept saying, all I want is walk-in closets. Why can't I just have walk-in closets, okay? Mike, my next house, I want walk-in closets, okay? So I get here to this apartment. Oh, I have walk-in closets. That's all I have. I don't have any other storage. I don't have a coat closet. I don't have nothing. My bathroom has no I'm in this 2-bedroom apartment with 2 beautiful walk-in closets, and that's it. So I was very specific on my walk-in closets. What I didn't say also was all of the other things that I want. So my point is it's a fun game, play it, but it's real life. Ask for specifically what you want. What?
The sun is making my face look all red and crazy. Don't mind me. It is, and it's funny, because my mom did the same thing when she moved. She asked for all these, but she never asked about location.
Right.
So you can be as broad or as narrow as you want, but when Spirit delivers, you better answer. and say, okay,
Oh,
Spirit.
wait. Another part of this. I'm like, oh, there was something else that was funny. Yeah. I wanted an in-unit washer and dryer.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't specific when I said I didn't want it in the middle of my kitchen. Okay, so I have a washer and dryer in the unit, but I didn't tell them where I wanted it, so now it's next to my stove. So now I got my husband's drawers hanging up while I'm making soup. So, moral of the story, be specific. And I'm making light of it, and that's funny, but like literally, ask for things that you know are in alignment with what you want, what you need, and be prepared for what you get. And this always sticks to me because Tanya said it before. If you ask for a Ferrari, prepare to figure out the payments and the taxes that come along with it and the insurance because you can get it. But what about the other, when you're stuck with it? And how do you maneuver through that? A small, example, but I don't know how we got onto this tangent, but it's
Talk about manifestation.
funny to me because, fine, that's fine.
It's fine.
Hi, buddy. Well, my dog's here to say hi. Hello.
Awesome.
But yeah, so go ahead.
So why don't you talk about, as we wrap this up, because I'm just like, oh, we've just been here chatting away. Talk about what are you offering? What are your services that you're offering?
So I originally, when I first kind of started all this, I did specific mediumship readings. I did tarot card readings, actually, and healing. And it's evolved as I had my whole transition moving and another awakening and a brutal one at that. Now I offer sessions that encompass whether it be channeled message from a loved one, channeled message from guidance from high up above, or infused with healing. And but it feels more like it's more of a spiritual guidance than it is. Mom says hi. She likes roses, and sunflowers was her favorite to look at when she was washing the dishes. Like, it's more than that. So that service has very much changed. That, and then I'm launching a mentorship program. I believe it's, how long is it? Did I say? Three.
She's already channeled.
Hold on. Yeah. Let me see if I can find it. Anyway, it's a mentorship program, and what my mission for that is to help those on their spiritual path go deeper and embrace it more fully. So whether you want to literally just do mediumship, talking to loved ones, I kind of help. And some of you have seen me, I guess, on other people's pages. I kind of push you a little bit, but it's, honing the craft that you have and working the way you do. And
I'm going to interrupt you because Spirit keeps interrupting. And if any of you guys are feelers, you feel when Spirit's around, and that's I don't know what player that is because I don't pay attention to any of that. But if you are a feeler, Jaimie is on point and can explain feeling, because that's how Spirit, especially with her awakenings, she really feels into Spirit. So if you guys are a feeler and like, I need some guidance, I need some help on understanding, as Spirit's saying, what I'm getting and how to, I keep going, like, decipher and figure out the message on what you're getting through feelings. Jaimie is your person.
Yeah. So I've been blessed with the ability to do that, to kind of link in with you and kind of help you with that. For me, a feeling is completely undeniable, and if you can translate that, you've nailed it. And it's really easy for a spirit to impress a feeling strong. I don't want to say rather than talking to you or showing you, but you can't deny the feeling is the best way I can explain it, and I'm gonna leave it at that.
But a lot of people start with that too.
Yeah. But I also, if that's your biggest gift and that's where you're really strong with, let's explore, combo. Let's see how we can kind of develop all the other sides of you. But so that's a 3 month program. It's one time a week for it's probably going to be an hour plus, because if we get on a topic, I'm probably not going to just cut you off, because I feel like development is important. And then my hope with that is to have a development circle, with specific, kind of what we do with the Sacred Circle, but it's like all part of this mentorship program, to kind of sit now with other like-minded, sensitive people and kind of develop now as a group. And again, there's a word, rise collectively. So that's that. I also am putting in the works another mentorship program for specifically body workers, and people that are in other people's energy. Hairstylist, the lawyer, psychologist, whoever's interested in that, to understand how to move through someone else's energy and not get stuck with theirs. And that's something that I had to kind of really figure out as a stretch therapist. I did body work for 10 years, or I still do it. It's been a 10-year thing. And that's a really big missing link to people who interact with people, is what the spirit coined it. And I think that it's important just at least to keep your own integrity and your own energy. So that's in the works, but that's, yeah.
And Nicole asked, what is the cost? Do you know what the cost is for your mentorship yet?
It's all on my website.
Oh, okay.
So you can go over to divinealignment.squarespace.com, and it's all up there.
Perfect. Awesome. Wow. Well, thank you so much. I'm excited. So if you guys are looking to do a mentorship with Jaimie, check out her website. I put it with the post yesterday. And if you guys are looking to expand, Jaimie's your person. You guys, happy Halloween. Remember to be mindful of your thoughts and words. Do it.
Can I just say something, because I can't ignore it? So I'm going to throw you under the bus right now, too. But
Halloween face.
No, not a bad way. So be on the lookout, because Tanya and I are going to start to do retreats and things together. So
a little that out there, huh?
Yep, a little taste. Look forward to that. We don't have anything set in stone yet, but we are getting pushed to do that. So just planting a little seed now, because I can't ignore it. They've said it 100 times since we clicked on. Now I'm just going to throw it out there, and we'll see where it goes. But so look out for that.
Yes, be on the lookout. You guys have a great, happy Halloween. Be mindful of your thoughts. Say beautiful and loving things, and remember your words hold vibration. So you can either change the world by one positive world, or you can destroy it. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thank you, Jaimie, for being my guest. We'll have you on again, and we'll do some high-level mind blowers later. So
sounds good.
All right, we'll talk to you soon, guys. You guys have a fantastic Wednesday. Happy Halloween. Love and light. Bye.
Thanks, guys.